Lovely namaste to this fun flow with swan, extended swan, some forward bend variations, really to open deeper and to add some extra stretches. Come to the front of the mat, bring the awareness to your breath. Complete Ujjayi breath. Inhaling upward salute. Exhaling monkey. Inhale here. X mountain. Exhaling right side prep swan. Remember to extend in opposite direction. In lengthen. X swan bow. In swan. Repeat swan rolls. You can extend the back toes while you come forward. Make sure you always come up to your maximum height each time when you come into your swan. The back bend here comes from your thoracic, and the cervical spine just follows. Feel the wave flowing through your spine. Next time when you're up in swan, see whether you need anything to prop yourselves to be stable, maybe a pillow underneath your hip or a little foamy mat. And if you like to extend your swan, you can come into extended swan bow. Now while you come forward, let your arms interlace in the back. And then keep them interlaced and come into extended swan. And from extended swan, come back into extended swan bow. Repeat a few more rounds. Next time, when you're in extended swan bow, release your hands, roll up into swan. Sway back through mountain lift. Send your sit bones far back, your thighs back. And relax vertebra by vertebra in between your arms from mountain. Long, fine, complete Ujjayi breath. Feel the inner relaxation, the inner calm. Especially now when we go for the second side, the body already knows what's coming. So take that inner relaxation with you for that second side. Exhaling, prep swan. Stretch your legs in opposite direction, drop both knees at the same time, drop your hip and lengthen from the base. Swan bow, your spine stretching forward, your toes back. Relax your spine. Relax spine, come up and lengthen from the base. Swan bow. In Swan. Once more, when you come into this back bend, make sure it back bends from your thoracic. And then the neck is just following. So you don't jerk your neck. Next time when you're in Swan, extended Swan 1. Sorry, extended Swan bow 1. While you come forward, interlace your fingers at the back. The arms help to stretch back. This requires more core strength, of course, as you don't have the arms to support you pushing down into the floor. However, you have the arms that pull down and backwards that help you to come up. Next time when you are in extended Swan bow, bring your hands next to the knees, push yourself up, lengthen from the base, sway back, mountain lift, mountain. You may want to take your blocks into this mountain. Feel that mountain lifts before you hinge with your hips more towards your thigh and you release your spine down. Inhaling mountain lift. Bend the knees, jump forward, extend, bend. Earth touch asana. Here, you could stay still, but you can also sway forward and backward. Feel your heels pushing down, your sit bones reaching up, so that your spine is really relaxed. Feel your area between the shoulder blades really relaxed. Also your neck, beautifully relaxed. The heavy head stretching the spine in the opposite direction of our daily activities. Long, expansive, complete breath. Watch the exhalation fading out, the inhalation fading in. Also here, really smooth transition. One more breath here in earth touch. Exhaling, bend your knees. Take your blocks, take them far back to sit yourself back into a squat. Hips push back, lengthen from the base of the spine. And here we have hand balance. You can go back and lift your legs up and let them hover over the floor. I can't demonstrate that, but I can demonstrate with the heel down. And from Here this is basic hand balance. You lower down into L seat. From L seat, you relax back. Bring both feet in at the same time. That's a strength for the two. Sit yourself up, hips back, shoulders over the hips, knees over the ankles. And from there you go back, exhaling, hand balance. Feel the hips are moving back, your heels are moving forward. Push the hands down, lift your sternum up and lower down. Last round. Relax your spine back, glide your feet in, come into squat. Exhaling, hand balance, hips back, legs forward. L seat. Maybe a hip lift to come more to the front of the mat. Hinge forward into a forward bend. From forward bend, we come into one leg reverse slant. Point with your toes forwards, with the spine back. Place your hands behind you. Glide with your right heel in, right heel next to the left knee. Tuck, 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 and lift up. Lift your sternum. You can have your head forward or back. Push with your hands down. Feel your shoulder blades pushing up. Feel your glutes supporting the lift. Your toes of the long leg are straight forward. And then lower the buttocks, but keep your chest open. Feel how that creates a back bend in your chest. Bring your right knee out to the side for butterfly L seat. Extend your arms at the back. Extend it one leg forward, bend, hinge forward. Feel here the sit bone stretch back. The front of your bony pelvic moves down to the floor. Your arms stretch away like extended shoulder stretch. And from here, point the toes forward. Come back up. Bring your right knee up. Extend your right leg next to the left. And from L seat, we go to the second side. Feel the toes point forward and the spine, the tailbone tucks. Feel that movement in opposite direction. Glide in with your left knee left heel next to the right knee. And then tuck, tuck, tuck. Bring your right sole of the foot down. Lift up. Feel a safe position for your head. It can be looking forward or back, resting on the top part of your trapezius. Feel your shoulder blades. There are beautiful muscles around the shoulder blades. If we activate them, we can help them to lift higher. Feel your glutes, lifting your hips higher without clenching any of them. Relaxation in action. Feel you hold high with your shoulders, but you gradually let your buttocks lower. Let your left knee rotate out, butterfly L seat. Interlace your fingers in the back, extend it one leg forward bend. Let your breath flow. Slowly roll yourself up. forward L seat and come forward into a forward bend asana. The sit bones are moving back. Some people love to actually give some direction with the hands to stroke the sit bones back. Feel your pelvic tilts forward. Sit bones stretch back and the front of the bony pelvic moves down towards the thigh. Create length from the pubic bone to the belly button. And the rest of the spine is just following the movement of your pelvic. From here, point your toes forward and roll yourself back up into L seat. From L seat, we can place our blocks behind us for prep one leg V seat. While you lean back, let your feet glide in and lower your forearms down. Feel here, you lift your chest again and feel that really back activity and core activity to hold this little lift in your sternum. Shoulder blades can lightly work towards each other. Inhaling, extend your right leg, toes in one line with your eyes. Exhaling, lower, alternate sides. Watch your pelvic, that is pelvic, doesn't collapse back. This wants to really lift up here and remain in that lift while you lift your leg and while you lower. Extend it forward and release. One leg, V seat. One is with the forearms, with the elbows bent. And hold right side is asana. Check in where you tense. And invite relaxation there. Relaxation and action. Check in that the breath is flowing. Feel the silent observer. Observing the pose and the breath. The inner calm. Beautiful. Come back and then over the second side. Inhaling, extend. Let the breath flow. So your extended leg has the function to hold, but your bent knee also has the function to stabilize. Make sure that that right knee is not collapsing out to the side. Feel your pelvic moving towards your legs. Feel your sternum rising up. beautiful. Back. And from here we release back into knees to chest. Gently allow your back to release back and bring your knees in. One more deep breath here. And from here we roll ourselves up. Curl your chin in, push your knees forward, let your shin bones stretch a little bit forward, even flowing. Come up, basic squat, forward bend. Make sure in your forward bend you don't create any tension. Surrender. Beautiful. From here, we come through L-seat into basic squat. Remember to point your toes forward while the tailbone tucks. Place your hands behind the buttocks, glide your feet in, and lengthen your spine. Prep butterfly fish. Bend your elbows to lower them onto your blocks and bring your knees out. Butterfly fish. Let your spine unfold into the fish alignment. Make sure the breath is flowing. From butterfly fish into fish, bring your knees up and extend your legs forward. From fish into fish lift, straighten your arms. Toes point towards you, hinge forward into the forward bend. We keep flowing, prep fish, toes point forward, relax your spine back, lower both forearms down. Unfold into fish on the base of the spine. Make sure the back bend comes from your chest, squeeze your shoulders to the middle and up. Shoulder blades really working towards each other and sternum lifting up. And the neck is not jerking, it's just following the back bend of the thoracic part of the spine. Fish lift, straighten your arms. Forward bend and the shoulders move over the hips, the toes point towards you. Let's repeat that flow. Point your toes forward, bring your hands behind you, let the feet glide in, lengthen from the base of the spine into squat. From here, prep butterfly fish. Lower the elbows down, bring your knees apart, soles of the feet together. Butterfly fish asana. Unfold the back bend from the base of the spine. Pubic bone moves forward, belly button forward and up. Your sternum lifts and you get that back bend out of your thoracic. And the neck is just following. Fish asana, bring your knees together, extend your legs forward. Fish lift. Keep the back bend in the spine, straighten your arm. Forward bend, when your shoulders move over the hips, toes flex towards you, relax your spine. Point your toes forward with the relaxed spine, come back, prep, fish. Fish, feel the back bend unfolding from the base of the spine. Feel it like a wave going through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Another fish asana. Fish lift. Forward bend. Forward bend asana. LC. Serenity. Gently lean back and stack your knees on top of each other and then lean forward, lengthen from the base. You can push with your hands into your feet to stack your legs optimal on top of each other. And of course, at any time, if you need a pillow to sit on both sit bones, do so. From here, we're going to twist to the right. Prep, Serenity, twist 2. Vertebra by vertebra, using these very fine muscles along the spine. Check in that your shoulders are over your hips, that you don't lean forward or backward. Check in where you may hold tension and give permission to relax. Now, if you like, deepen your twist using the leverage of your arms, pushing your hands down and twisting yourself more into the twist. Now, it's very common that we overdo it in the neck. I quite like to turn my head forward and backward to just see, am I relaxed at a junction between torso and neck? There where our spine change the curves from kyphosis into lordosis, it's where our spine is very vulnerable. This is here at the neck, for example. Also there, the stable thoracic spine, which is limited in its movement because of the rib cage, comes into that little vertebra of the cervical spine. So it's, if we pull the same amount on our cervical spine, we very easily hurt ourselves. So be really relaxed in that junction between the torso and your cervical spine. Imagine your spine is moving forward. Like the spine between the shoulder blades is moving forward to the sternum and up. Beautiful. Slowly unwind from the base of the spine. From Serenity twist, we come into Serenity bow. Hinge forward from the base of the spine. You can have your blocks to rest your forearms on. Make sure the forward bending is coming out of your hip joints. So from here, and the spine is just following. If you feel this would be this forward bend coming out of the lower back. No. The lower back stays straight. It's just following the movement in your pelvic. The hinge in your hip joint. Check in. If you've gone too far, then bounce a little bit back so you don't tense in the body. Have maybe the stretch released already. Then hinge more further forward, deepen to find another delicious sweet spot of stretching. Breathe into it like a gate that opens through the breath. One more breath. In Serenity, bow. With breath awareness, inhaling Serenity. Exhaling forward bend. Second side, L seat, toes point forward, tailbone taps, toes up, spine lengthening. Serenity, second side, lean back, stack your legs on top of each other, so really cross your thighs, come forward. Place your hands on your feet. Stack your knees on top of each other so they find that optimal stacking on. Sit back and find here, shoulders over the hips. Long spine. Do you need to sit on a pillow or little foamy mat, on a block? How is this side feeling? And from here, we're going to twist towards the left. Check in. Go close in, very deep in, really to the spine. And go from there, vertebra by vertebra. Your lumbar vertebrae are not really made for twisting. However, the ligaments and muscles get some beautiful little stretch. The vertebrae of your thoracic spine, they are beautifully done for twisting. However, they twist a little bit less because the ribs are attached. The cervical spine is made for twisting, but be careful there. There are no other bony structures attached that would make it safe or that limit the twist. Once you are in your prep for Serenity Twist 2, check in whether you can relax in your spine. When you are ready, use your arms as a leverage, and while you use the arms, feel which muscles are engaged there. More the outer layers, more superficial muscles of your back. You can turn your head from one side to the other. Check in that you don't tense in your shoulder girdle, in your neck, in your jaws. Remember, with our yoga practice, we want to release tension, not add extra tension. Next time when you gaze back, stay there. Send your sit bones down. Lift your rib cage, holding the lower rib ring in. Beautiful. Slowly release from the base of the spine. Back into Serenity. Exhaling, Serenity bow. Feel how the bony hip rolls over the head of the femur bone forward. From here, we go back into Serenity. Inhale. Exhaling, forward bend. Lean back. Release your legs. Find that hinge from your hips again. Send the sit bones back. And feel you stretch with your belly button forward and down. L-seat. Squat. And from squat we come into earth touch. Feel the natural alignment here in your spine. Push your heels down, your sit bones up. The natural alignment remains. And then relax your spine, earth touch, asana. Have your blocks next to you. Tortoise L seat. With the relaxed spine, let your right toes point back. Lower the right top of the foot to right knee. Sit yourself next to your right heel. Lengthen your spine and lengthen your leg. So now we go into reclined L tortoise asana, and then we go into reclined LC toe stretch. So the full pose looks like that. You lean back all the way. This is very tough for a lot of thighs and knees. So you can always place first the blocks, mats, bolster is very delicious to put on. So you put it from the sacrum along the spine to your head. Take your time and come into tortoise L seat in the reclined version. This is a big stretch in your ankle. This is a big stretch on your knee and on these quadriceps at the front of your thigh, as well as these hip flexors that needle from the inner thigh through the hip into your lower back. So make sure that you don't overarch in the lower back. If you need, you can lift slightly your hips and send your sit bones more down towards the straight leg here. As these quadriceps are really big muscles, it's good to hold here for a little bit. Let's have 5 more breaths in the pose. Relax. Give permission for the muscles to open. Here, lift your knee up for a toe stretch and then release it down again. And of course, as much as you can, as little as you need. In to lift, into the toe stretch, and X to lower. Hold. Can you feel the stretch over the top of the foot, maybe even all the way down through your toes? Our feet are often very tight from wearing shoes all day, walking on concrete instead of forest ground, which uses our foot to adapt all the time. So this is why we often hold a lot of tension in our feet. And this is a great way to open these feet. Beautiful. Slowly release. Lift up. From our toe stretch asana, we come into knees to chest. Step in with your long leg. Let your foot glide through. Bring your arms and knees together. After asymmetric poses, it's always a great opportunity to feel the benefits of our practice. Does your right side feel different to your left side? Be the silent observer and relax into the benefits of the flow. The flow protects, the flow heals. From here we roll up. It's core strength. Curl your chin in. Feel your knees pushing forward, shin bone tuck, tuck, tuck. Even flowing with lightness. Come forward. Lengthen from the base. Lift yourself up. In level 1 we do a wide squat. So if you feel this lift into earth touch is really challenging for you, just move your feet out to the side. Otherwise, place your hands onto your blocks. Feel the spine natural alignment remains when the heels push down, the sit bones up, and relax your spine down. From here we go to the second side. From earth touch, let your left foot glide back. Top of the foot lands shin bone. Sit next to your left heel, extend your leg, extend your spine. And from here, if you would work with the blocks, you would put the blocks here and recline onto the blocks. Both are fantastic. Just make sure that it feels okay for your lower back and that your head can rest on something. Rolled up mats are people like too. Reclined LC tortoise. Adjust as long as you need and to find that comfort in the pose. To find the stillness in the pose. And to find the inner calm in the pose too. Toes stretch too, lifting the knee up and lowering the knee down. In to lift, X to lower. And hold this asana. Beautiful. Release. Glide in with your long leg. Let your toes glide through. Partial recline. Knees to chest. Basic squat. Squat. Earth touch asana. From earth touch asana, inhaling monkey. Exhaling tortoise, lean into your hands. Have a light jump onto the top of the feet, knees wide. And then sit yourself back. Here we come into earth tortoise. So we hinge forward from the hips. The arms go out to the sides and the head turns towards the side. Here the knees wide are quite nice to really go deep. To turn the head to the other side. Just lift the head that your nose can go through and turn vertebra by vertebra to the other side. Exhaling, roll up into tortoise. Gently relax your spine back, knees together, hinge forward into cat. Tuck your toes. Earth touch. Earth touch asana. Roll up into standing. In upward salute. Eggs flowing on release. Standing. That finishes the flow for today. Thank you for joining me for this beautiful flow. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment. I always love to hear from you, and subscribe to the channel to get informed for new videos. Thank you guys. Love and namaste.